Hi everyone, welcome to today Koi Never Miss a Beat. My name is Francis, I am from Koi, Singapore. This video tutorial will serve as a guide for your Koi bubble tea DIY kit. I will be walking you through the steps. We will be going through what is in your DIY kit and what are the kitchenwares that are needed for this whole program. I'm sure you will have fun. Let's dive into our DIY kit. In your DIY kit, you will see a small instruction card. Do take a look at it. You will see the instructions summarized for you as well as the kitchenwares that are needed so that you can prepare ahead. In total, there will be 3 components to our bubble tea DIY. First, we will be cooking and preparing our mini bubbles. Second, we will be brewing our Ceylon black tea. Lastly, we will be putting them together to craft our Koi black tea latte. For the first part, we will be cooking and preparing our mini bubbles. Take out the mini bubbles from your DIY kit. Measure about 1.2 liters of water. Put it into a small pot and bring it to boil. While waiting for your water to boil, you may cut open the mini bubbles that you have. Measure out 250 grams of them. This packet of mini bubbles should be sufficient for you to do at least 2 rounds of cooking. Once the water has boiled, pour the 250 grams of mini bubbles into the boiling water. Stir intermittently and wait for the whole pot to boil again. Once you observe and notice that the water is boiling again with the mini bubbles in them, set your timer to 5 minutes. Bring your heat down to medium. While cooking the mini bubbles, stir intermittently to ensure that the mini bubbles are evenly cooked. Once the 5 minutes is up, turn off your heat, cover your pot, set another timer for 5 minutes. We need to let the mini bubbles simmer in the hot water for another 5 minutes. After the second 5 minutes is up, what we need to do now is to rinse the mini bubbles. Be very careful that the pot and the water is very hot. Bring the whole pot to your sink. If you have a sieve, that will come in really handy. Pour the mini bubbles and hot water slowly out of the pot. Try to pour out as much of the hot water as possible. Once you have poured as much of the hot water out, we need to wash the mini bubbles for a total of 3 times until the mini bubbles are cooled. Once you feel that the mini bubbles are no longer hot, pour them out into a bowl without the water. In your DIY kit, you will see a packet of syrup capsules as well. For this serving of mini bubbles, we need a total of 6 syrup capsules. Open them up, pour them onto the bowl with the mini bubbles and allow the mini bubbles to be soaked in the syrup. Now you can put the bowl of mini bubbles aside. We will move on to the second component, which is to brew our Ceylon black tea. You can get this pack of black tea leaves from your DIY kit. Now to brew our Ceylon black tea, first we need to measure out 800 ml of water. Pour it into your pot. Once again, bring the water to boil. Once the water is boiling, you may turn off your heat. Open the tea leaves back. Take out just 1 pack of tea leaf. Put it into the boiled 800 ml of water. Set your timer to 9 minutes. Ensure that the bag of tea leaves is fully immersed in the hot water. Then cover the pot. At the halfway mark, open the cover and stir the tea gently. Ensure that all the tea leaves are fully immersed in the hot water. At the end of 9 minutes, you may take out the pack of tea leaves and now your black tea is ready for use. Now the final step for the black tea will be we need to speed chill the black tea. In total, we need to have 2 pots, 1 big one and a smaller one. The bigger one will be filled with ice and water. The smaller one will be placed in the middle of the ice and water. Pour about half a cup of black tea into the small pot that is in the middle of the ice. Use a spoon and whisk the black tea. You will find that the black tea will start to cool down and within 1 to 2 minutes it will be chilled. Drip the chilled black tea onto your wrist to test if it's been fully chilled. If you can feel that the black tea is cold, your black tea is now ready. Pour the chilled black tea into the koi cup provided in your DIY kit. You can tell that there is a very clear color difference between a chilled black tea and a hot one. Now that we have completed our mini bubbles and our black tea, it is time for the final stage to put them together for our koi black tea latte. Now we move on to the final stage. We will be putting all of them together to craft our koi black tea latte. In your DIY kit, you will have one of these koi plastic cup. Take it out and you will see that at the back there are a lot of markings with names. We will be using them to ensure that we are adding the right ratio of ingredients into our black tea latte. Now, the first thing we'll be adding will be our mini bubbles. Scoop out the mini bubbles that we have prepared earlier on into the cup until it reaches the line seal on. After adding the mini bubbles, you may add 1 to 2 capsules of sugar into your cup. Next, measure out 120 ml of fresh milk and pour it into the cup. Give the mixture a good stir to ensure that the sugar are fully dissolved. After that, add ice cubes into your fresh milk until the level rises to the word Darjeeling. Now, the last thing to add to our black tea latte will be the chilled black tea we have prepared earlier on. Use a small spoon as you pour the chilled black tea onto the fresh milk. With the small spoon, you can arrest the downward force to prevent the black tea from mixing into the fresh milk. Congratulations, you have successfully completed your DIY koi black tea latte. Take a look at the masterpiece that you have. You have 3 distinct layers, mini bubbles in the bottom, fresh milk in the middle, and your black tea at the top. Before you drink your black tea latte, use the straw given, give it a good stir, and enjoy your DIY black tea latte. We hope you had fun with us today, and we hope you enjoy your black tea latte. Thank you for joining us today's Koi's Never Miss a Beat. Once again, my name is Francis. Thank you, and we hope to see you at our outlets again soon.